Hey, what's up, Andrew? Quick demo video for you for your KR Sabers Regiis. I finished this on a live stream last night, but this is obviously for you. Um, it is installed with the Proffie. It's got the chassis from KR Sabers, two-button setup, so activation right here, and then auxiliary right here. One thing that William had requested I do for you was to retap the blade retention hole for an 832, which is what I did. So that is an 832 set screw in there. You got CC Sabers in here for your NeoPixel connector. Normally, these chassis come with a stock V2 NPXL, and yours did too. But one of the LEDs was damaged on delivery, so I just swapped it out with this one. It's brand new and it works fine. How to get to everything is you just want to unscrew the pommel. Basically, the only place on the saber that comes apart. You'll see your chassis here. You can go like that, and it'll slide right out into your hand. And then here's what you've got. This is a removable battery setup, so I've just got your battery in here. You'll want to give this a full charge though. This is the battery that came with your kit, and it's brand new, and it is not fully charged. But you've got kill switch right here, 25 millimeter KR speaker, and then of course that spacer doesn't come off. You've got a dual crystal chamber here, and I did wire both of these independently from each other and the blade. Although you just have the stock font package on here, I went through on the first font and had each of these do a little something different when the blade was off so that you could see that these were wired independently. Okay. And then you've got your board cover right here, but if you pop this off, you can get to your Proffie board. It is adhesed down to the shelf, so you'll need a pair of tweezers to get that SD card out, and then a 90-degree data cable to get in there and get to your USB port. Okay. And I've got one right here I could show you. So this guy right here, that's exactly what you need, and you can get in there no problem. I do take two sets or two magnets, but one set of magnets off of one side of this door, and I leave the other two. I take these off because they tend to kind of get in the way of the board, but I leave these two on over here. So just match those up. It'll go right together, and then when it snaps in place, it snaps in. It's a nice tight snap fit. It's not going anywhere, right? But when we come over here, if I flip this kill switch, so you can see that I've got the top one, it's a heartbeat in green, and the bottom is pulsing in blue. And I did that just so that you could see those are wired independently, and obviously from the blade as well. So when you go to do your sound fonts in your config, each sound font will have 3 blade styles, okay? One for your blade and then one for each of these crystals. We'll put this in there. You want to line it up a certain way. There's a groove on each side of this chassis, and that matches 2 screws on the inside of this saber that this chassis needs to clear. So your board will either be up facing your activation switch, or it will be facing your auxiliary switch, but it has to be one or the other, all right? I did unscrew this piece from your pummel just a hair so that you can have some good sound venting. I have heard people of taking this middle part off altogether, and you get really good sound. So that's just something to consider. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave this intact for you, but that's just something that you can do if you want. All right, but come over here and hit activation. All your LEDs are firing up. Auxiliary. We'll throw a blade in this guy, 1-inch diameter NeoPixel blade. And we'll lock it down. Put the blade lock up right here. Of course, it moves up and down the blade when you move the saber. And I didn't give you swing on, but I gave you twist off. So you will actually have to, fire the blade up with your button. But you can twist it off like that. And then go to the next sound font by hitting auxiliary.
Smooth Jedi.
All of these sound fonts, your 2 crystals will just match your blade. All right, I only mess with the first font in the config. We'll cycle through some colors. And you can see it's doing everything it's supposed to do here. You want a red. Just hit power when you find something you like. And then when you turn this back on, it'll be red. Blade lockup is holding down aux and hitting the saber. Just like that. And it'll stay like that until you let go of it. Alright, just like that. And then we'll go ahead, take the blade out of this guy, and then I am going to leave your battery in the chassis. I'm just going to flip the kill switch. So we'll turn this on before we take the chassis out. You see you got a red blade here, so both of your crystals will be red. Just like that. If you can see that. Let me turn this light back on. Both your crystals are red until we come over here and we flip this switch. And then it kills everything just like it's supposed to. All right. So that's pretty much your Regiis. Let me know if you got any questions. And if not, I will package this guy up and get it out in the mail to you by Monday. All right. Thanks.